Hi, welcome to day 24 of the Ehlers Danlos Society's challenge for May. Today it is how I advocate. So hi, my name is Charlie. This is Disabled Daydreamer. This is a place where I often talk about things like disability. I originally started off going by the name It's Barbie Paris on all socials. And that was named after my service dog. And I've slowly just morphed to wanting to talk about more topics and not feel so boxed into just the service dog kind of conversations and things like that. So I have branched out in my advocacy. And so how do I advocate? So obviously I'm here talking to you online, and this is a piece of the puzzle. So I'm not making an incredible amount of money, but as I've entered this space and as I've started to make some money, I have fully decided that I do not feel comfortable taking from a community that I do not give back from. And so right now everything that I've made this year, and so it's probably been a little bit more than even 10%, but everything that I've made this year has gone towards I've donated to mutual aid, I've donated to different charities, and I've reinvested some of the money back into things like the camera that I'm talking to you on now. I think it looks a little bit better than my iPhone. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this camera. Does it look better? Does it look worse? What could I improve on settings wise? I'm learning and working with cameras right now, and that's like my big like side hyper focus. And while it's like related to what I'm doing here, it's like a whole separate thing. So that's what I've been working on recently. But yeah, basically I've been doing, last year I created something like 4,000 individualized pieces of content through things like Pinterest or Instagram or TikTok, and I had all of that information provided for free. I would do things like share stories, and what I've really realized this year is just like sharing stories or talking about things like isn't enough. Like I need to push some voices up ahead of mine sometimes, and so I've started to share more things like mutual aid and fund requests, as well as again donating myself, because again I think if I'm in a community and I'm making content for said community, I think it would be so gross of me to just like take my money and leave, even if it's quite small by some like YouTube standards. I also in the past have done things like canvassing to vote, canvassing for different issues, and I would like to get back to that again, but it's not a really accessible thing. I would like to when there's another election rolling around, get back into things like phone banking. I don't know if you're aware, usually when there is a candidate up for office, you can basically join a system where you can either join like events where you phone bank, or you can phone bank by yourself, and you just like call the numbers on the list. You call the number, you talk to them, you go through the prompts of things that they want you to talk about. So maybe you have a candidate that's talking about healthcare in a way that you like. So I like universal healthcare. If there was a candidate that was talking about that, I would maybe do those type of calls for them. And basically you go through the prompts and then you record what they say, or if they don't want to be like on the call list anymore, you click that, and you move on to the next one, and you just do that as long as you can. So if you're good on the phone, that's awesome. You can also, when there's a pertinent issue, like I know there's some different cuts to some government programs, including Medicare and Medicaid, and so contacting your local representatives I think is also a very important way, and a way that anyone can advocate. I can't attend a lot of in-person events. I'm in Florida right now. It's hot, especially right now. It would be an improbable mess for me to go out and do things like that. But what I can do right now is I can make phone calls, I can make emails, I can share my content here, and I can reinvest the money that I make here into disabled businesses, disabled fundraisers, and things like that. And then continue to use my voice as I grow to continue to elevate other disabled voices as well. And so that's how I personally advocate. Again, I would like to do more in my local community. I'd like to figure out how to get involved. I am a fairly new transplant to Florida, but it's been really hard to assimilate, I feel like, here, and like feel like I belong, or kind of like move with like the way things are. It's been like a whole, I don't know, like new experience here. I moved from Utah and Wyoming to Florida, and it's a whole different world. And so it's been a whole readjustment period. I don't drive, but it's been like learning a whole new area, things like that. So I would like to find more local groups, and I continue to look online and continue to reply to emails and things of people talking about local things. And hopefully I can get involved. Or if I'm noticing that there's not a huge involvement of other people with ehlers danlos syndrome, I think it'd be really cool to start a local group. I'm in a very small community, but I'm positive I'm not the only one with ehlers danlos syndrome, and I think it'd be really awesome to, I don't know, get together like once a month and have coffee with other zebras. And so I think that's something else I would like to do in the future. So more ideas for you as well. I will talk to you guys soon. Again, my name is Charlie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.